Hello guys and welcome back to another episode, Monday's episode actually, here at Barham Engines, where I am on my own. John's on holiday, Isaac's not very well. He did say that his missus was not very well for a week or two and I thought, here we go. Literally halfway through last week, he was starting to sound a little bit croaky. Fortunately, he was still able to come in on Saturday because I wasn't able to come in. He's come in and took 2 engines on for me. So absolutely wonderful. He's a good lad, but today he's a bit ill. So I've told him to stay at home and not give it to me. So guys, what I've been doing this morning is having a little bit of a tidy up. Look, you can see, having a little sort out. So this one here is Tom Upton's, which was over there. What I've done is just plonk the head on the block with no gasket, just a couple of bits of rag there to protect everything, put a sheet over it and just stuck it out of the way because we're still waiting for pistons on that. That's obviously my BMW, that's Isaac's Subaru. I'm sure he'll update you on that. And that is another Cosworth that is for sale, but we'll go more into that later. We've had a sort out here of the V8 stuff. So this is the Range Rover stuff, because obviously we're going to be getting the bits back. I thought we were going to get at the end of last week, the crank and what have you, but we should have it back this week. Certainly in the next couple of days, I do hope. We have got the Mini there, all waiting. We've just had the bearings turn up from GTI, so we've got all the bits to do that. All I've got to do is wait for the pistons and I can finish boring the block. And that is just to assemble the short motor job. We've got a nice gap in the middle here for one of the engines that we're about to do. First one, V8. This is a BMW. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't think, unless my memory is not as good as I didn't think it was, I don't think that I know much about this. But this is a BMW N62 B44. Yeah, so this engine, if you do your Googling, guys, this is could be out of an X5, not sure, but it's being a B44, it's a 4.4 litre. Apparently they range from 3.6 to 4.8, so they do several variations of bore size on this one. What this one is in for, I do believe, it's a clean up, a go through, make sure everything's all right, and then an assemble, guys. So fortunately, unlike some of the engines that come in here in bits, this one has been cleaned. Obviously, we've got some more cleaning to do on the heads, but all the bits are generally pretty clean. The customer has bought his own bits and bobs, so we've got lots of all the chain kit and everything there ready to go on. Got a new water pump and bits and bobs like that, and he's organised and cleaned everything very, very well. So what I've done is it was all on the floor down there this morning when I come in. So I've just got everything organised. So we've got bank 1 and bank 2, all the stuff to go with it. Pistons and rods all laid out, and obviously got the block on an engine stand, guys. So first of all, let's just go a little bit into these N62 motors. So these are an aluminium block, as you can see, coming probably about 6 different bore sizes, and this one is a 4.4. We all know that the alley blocks come in various different cylinder wall materials and different processes. Some have a cast-in cast iron liner, some have a machined-in cast iron liner, some of them have Nickersil, and some of them have Alusil, and this in particular is Alusil, apparently. Now, Alusil, it's not a liner or anything like that. It's not a coating even. It's direct aluminium, so you've got a nice light process, easy process, and what they do, a sort of combination of special etching and honing, and basically what the etching does is create silicon in the walls, which obviously protect and lubricate, and then it goes through a honing process, and that's basically what it is. So it runs pretty much in the straight aluminium with a silicon impregnated into the surface. If you bored this out, you would have to have the process done again, and it diamond honed, like a special process. So you can't really do anything with that. So if there's any damage whatsoever, which obviously we need to clean it up and check, then there's nothing we can do about that, bar putting cast iron liners in there or something like that, ductile iron liners. But so far, just visibly having a look, it all looks pretty good. So not sure about that. I'm going to obviously have to speak to Isaac when he's back. But yeah, N62, B44, nice motor, should be quite nice. It's a petrol, I'm not sure actually whether they do a supercharged version. Second one, guys. Now, I think this one, I think it's an F4R Renault, and I think this is a Clio motor, and I think this one has come in off the back of us doing our Clio, or having our Clio in. Someone's sort of been watching that and thought, I'll send that in to them guys to have a look at. But this one is going to be a bit different. This one is going to be turbocharged. So obviously, like I say, I don't know a great deal about it. Going to have to speak to Isaac because he's been dealing with them. Head's in the wash. And this one is putting together and building up for a turbo application. So we've got max speeding rods here, guys. We all know that I have no problem with max speeding rods. Very good quality item, especially for the money. And then we have got aftermarket pistons here, which do look like whether they've just been put down a bore, I don't know, but they certainly haven't been run like it. But yeah, these are, you can see they've got a bit of a bowl in the top. So these are lower compression, ready for turbo application. And then we've got a pair of cams there, whether these are different cams. Not sure, gonna have to look into it, guys, but I'm quite looking forward to getting in amongst that. Great engine, that F4R, guys. While we're on the subject of the old F4R and the Renault Clios, oh, it's just started to rain, lovely. Look at that beautiful engine, look, sitting there. There's the Clio out there, guys. Still waiting for the logbook to come through, so can't really do a great deal with that, but I've drove it round the block. And you know what? Absolutely fantastic car, guys. I'm really looking forward to getting out on the road in it, giving it a little test and even taking it down Chivner. But if you're into the French stuff, which I am, I've got a little bit of a soft spot. I do like the quirkiness. I think the French, they go around things a little bit differently to everyone else, but they do produce, and always have done, a decent little hot hatch, guys, and this is basically a modern equivalent to a Renault 5 Turbo, although it is 16 years old now. But lovely car, feels absolutely solid. Obviously we've done the gearbox, so everything really that these are renowned for, we've actually sorted. So you've got the gearbox there with their dodgy third and fourth synchros. Well, we know the reason for that, because obviously they use the carbon synchro rings, which are crap. Don't know why they bother doing that. So we put the bronze ones in there. It's got the cup pack on it, this one, so it's got cup suspension. So we've changed the shocks, we've sorted out the brakes and what have you. What else have we done? Cam bout service, loads of bits and bobs. The other day it went to Sam at Tintin Express and he's blacked out the rear windows, same as he did the Subaru, guys, and I think that just finishes it off. Blacked out the door handles. You see the old door handles, look. I don't want to get the camera soaked here, but they were like a bit of a naff faded silver. So we've blacked those out. It goes nice with the black mirrors. Obviously we've had the wheels done on this. It's got the new Michelin Pilot Sport. Got the front splitter, guys, and talking of body styling, what I've actually done today is order from K-Tech. They do a cup spoiler, rear spoiler. So it's got the black ends, needs painting, but I've ordered that, guys, because that ain't stupid money, to be honest with you. It's not a genuine, but it's very hard to find a genuine. I did have my eyes on one on eBay, actually, not that long ago, and he was asking fair, strong money, but I sort of wish I'd bought it. I've spoke to Chris today at the body shop over the road. He's had a look at the Clio, and I've said, look, there's a few bits, really, that I want to get sorted out. Because we've done so much to the car, I want to get it minted up, really. Don't want to go too wild, but I want it so you don't, these little bits, like little dents and that, don't stand out. It's been a bit of a dodgy repair on the back, a couple of scuffs on the bumper, things like that. So he's going to do that, and also I shall give him the spoiler. He's going to fit that and paint the centre of it, so you've got the nice black ends. And I think the spoiler will just finish it off. It looks a little bit unfinished, but yeah, absolutely love that car. But which one do I keep in the long run, guys? Do I keep the Clio? Or do I keep the Subaru? Just tax the Subaru, actually. Big money, about 450 quid a year, so that's a bit off-putting. I will have a little drive around in the Clio, take you guys out in both of them and see what you think and see what I think and see which one you think that I should sell and which one I should keep, because bear in mind it's me everydayer, so I'm going to need to keep one of them. Right, everyone, in a previous video, I do believe it was the beginning of last week, something like that, I did suggest to you guys that we have been thinking, John and myself, about taking on another unit. Before you go slating us for taking on too much or jumping in too deep, there was a couple of reasons for it. So, first reason, obviously, with the projects and personal vehicles, etc. John and I both are getting to the point where we need to store these things. Two, what we would like to do is get the cars out of here, separate the business from these project cars and our own vehicles, so we haven't got things, you know, in and out of here, taking up the ramp and all the rest of it. I want to just focus on the business really and use that for private sort of, maybe go down there, do a bit of video if we've got anything to do, tinkering on the cars. But yeah, predominantly just use it for keeping it separate from the business, basically. But 3, and very importantly, I have said to you that John is thinking of semi-retiring in the not too distant future. And the reason is because he's nearly 73 years old. He loves coming in here every day. It's obviously habit. He's been here a long time, way longer than I've been alive, actually. I think for him, the thought of actually going fully retired and sitting at home day in, day out is very daunting, and I can completely understand where he's coming from. So what I did suggest was, because we were thinking about this, I said, well, if we sort of, or if I make it part of his sort of retirement package, he can basically go down there, have a section of it, take his Austin down there and have a sort of area where he can tinker for 2-3 days of the week, whatever he decides to do on the semi-retirement package, and then the rest of the time he can come here. So he can go down there, you know, we can kit it out, toolbox and all the rest of it, and he can tinker away till his heart's content. Even if he goes down there, gets away from the missus for a day and just drinks tea and makes out when he gets home he's been absolutely flat out. Not that any of us have done that. So that's where we left it in the last video. I do have some news, guys. Basically, we have bit the bullet and we've took on a unit. Now, before you jump down my throat and start firing away in the comments, guys, this unit, we're not going to say the location for obvious reasons. We are not going to be showing the outside of the unit, but we have got it very cheap, or I have got it very cheap. It's in my own name, it's a personal thing, it's nothing to do with the business really, but I've got it very cheap. As cheap as it would be to go and rent probably a normal garage or two. So it's fairly cheap. There's no VAT, anything like that, and I can have it for as long as I want. There's electric down there, there's 3-phase down there, there's decent lighting, it's all decorated, as in painted and what have you. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's absolutely ideal for John. So guys, what I'm going to be doing, hopefully in one of the next videos, maybe the next video, maybe not, I'm going to be taking you down there and showing you. So this has been happening over the last couple of weeks, really. We sort of bit the bullet about a week ago, or nearly a week ago. We're signed up, we've got it from the beginning of this month, and we've started to move some cars down there. So we're going to be going in there. First thing I'm going to be doing is, when the Escort is back, I'm going to be attempting to do the loom, the wiring loom for the engine. So obviously it comes as like a semi-universal kit really for the Emerald ECU. So I think that's going to be a great opportunity to go down there and I can have it all set up. We've got a nice bench down there, lighting. Anyway, I'll take you down there and show you. But let us know down in the comments, guys, what you think of us taking the plunge and doing it. But I really, to be honest, for the money, I could not think of anything else that we, really could have done. Obviously, as far as the projects go, guys, you know that I'm toying about selling the van. Well, I think I've done a deal on that potentially. And we're going to be getting rid of the kit car. Clio or Subaru, which one do we get rid of there? So we're going to start thinning out these projects, guys, and maybe hold on to some that potentially in the future could gain some value. No point just selling everything for the sake of it. At the end of the day, it is all business and, but we've got to have some pleasure in life, haven't we? So that's another reason, really. It's a hobby. I don't go out drinking or anything like that. This unit, as much as it is for John, for me, is going to be great. I can go down there and tinker. I think it's good. And at the end of the day, if it don't work out, then we can just get rid of it, can't we? It's on a month-to-month sort of basis. So absolutely fantastic. I'll take you down there, guys. Let me know down in the comments what you think about us doing that. Until the next one, you have a great evening. See you then. Cheers, guys.